Hello. In my last video, I talked about transitions, and in that video, I mentioned the importance of being aware that we pay attention because we're pretty much constantly in transition, but it allows things to sometimes sneak up on us a little bit. And when things sneak up, sometimes we can get a little bit overwhelmed, whether that be with our mental well-being, emotional well-being, or physical well-being. And all three matter because all three impact our lives. So in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of paying attention to that and knowing when to ask for help or assistance. Some really good ways to know when it's time to consider maybe taking a proactive step towards looking at your well-being is if you start to feel overwhelmed. Looking at overwhelm as a sign that maybe it's time to get some help is important because it's those times where, we can definitely have a measure of, wow, this is just feeling to be a little too much. Or another good way is if we start isolating or maybe feeling like we need some downtime, which it's always important to listen to what your body's telling you. And like overwhelm, feeling the need to slow down, maybe rest a little bit more, can sometimes be a sign that, it's good to reach out. Other things could be, physical pains, if you're feeling down more than usual. But a good first step, I would say, would be to talk to people around you. The more we talk to people in our immediate social situation, sometimes that alone is helpful because we don't always know what's going on in other people's lives, and they can sometimes give us really good advice or direction in the way that we're going. Another very important reason to be proactive in your health and well-being is that if you wait to a point where you're feeling like you're getting a little bit more on the reactive side, and when I mean reactive, I think the feeling I'm kind of thinking of is when things are feeling just a little too much to manage. So to be proactive would mean to start looking into resources when you're starting to feel that little bit of overwhelm. That's important, really, because then you can really look at the providers that are out there and not feel pressured or that, you're getting to a point of possible mental fog or like burnout or like a potential mini meltdown crisis-y area. Because when you're able to, with a clear mind, pick out who you're going to be working with, you can better choose your goals and figure out what you want to be working on and not be in a situation where you're fixing, but you're taking steps to be active in your well-being instead of trying to deal with symptoms that are showing up. And I don't even really like the word symptoms, but situations that when you're proactive don't show up because you're taking the healthy steps that are needed to keep those other things from happening. The really cool part too is when you have a team, and I've heard it talked about this way, and even for myself, recognizing having people on your team, whether it be family as a basis, but then having someone for your mental health, someone for your physical health, having that group of people that are there to support you in your total overall well-being, it's an amazing feeling versus, trying to fill the holes when you're feeling that overwhelm or kind of yucky, no good, reactive, what do I do now? Oh my goodness. Because being in that murky place isn't the best place to be working out of. You want to be working from a space of clarity, in the moment, working with what's in front of you. And that's even how overwhelm can be significantly decreased. So again, if you're kind of feeling like, hey, you know what? I am starting to feel a little bit of overwhelm, or, maybe I am kind of being more to myself, or, you know, maybe I have something going on that I should really get checked out so that I can cut off any future problems. Take this as that sign message. Go for it. You know, it's so important to take care of ourselves. So that being said, I'm going to link below my special video that I've been talking about. Check out the comments below. I'll put the link there. But live your life. Dance like nobody's watching, because that